Everyone. Welcome to our Good Afternoon Long Beach. Thank you for taking the time to be with us again today. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Natalie Layton, and I am the VP of Membership for the Chamber. I have some quick housekeeping and some thank yous before I introduce our speaker for the day. First, I do want to thank our sponsors, LBS Financial and Primal Alchemy, for your continued support of this ongoing event series that we have. And also, please note that this event will be recorded and it will be distributed to all of our participants and made available on our YouTube page as well. And if you could make sure that your name represents your business that you represent, and be sure to mute yourself while you're not speaking. If you have any questions throughout the presentation, please place them in the chat box, and then Kris can answer them at the end. We are going to try to limit the questions depending on how much time we have. Oh, I apologize. It's the perks of working from home. You get little dogs in the background. But please make sure that you stick around the whole event and have a 30-second elevator speech ready. I'm sorry, guys. For the end, and to win a chance for a Primal Alchemy sponsored dinner for 4. So thank you so much, Dana, for your continued support of this series. Now it is my pleasure to introduce our speaker. Today we have Kris Gragson of GK Media joining us. GK Media is a full-service digital marketing agency that specializes in affordable search engine optimization for local small businesses. For the past 10 years, GK Media has helped hundreds of business owners with their online marketing. Their marketing packages include local SEO, pay-per-click advertising, social media marketing, web design, and local sponsorships. So thank you so much for joining us, Kris, and I am going to hand the reins over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Natalie. Let's see, I need you to stop your screen sharing. Thank you. All right. So we're going to jump right into it because I'm going to go over a lot of information here. And we don't have a lot of time. So I'm Kris Gragson. I'm going to go over 7 digital marketing tips for 2021. First, I want to get into some local SEO facts. So as many of you might not know, 97% of people learn about a local company online more than anywhere else. 88% of searches for local businesses on your iPhone will either call or visit that business within 24 hours. And 92% of searches will pick a business on the first page of the local search results. I always like to start out with a joke. The best place to hide a dead body is on page 2 of Google search results. So if you're not one, you're last. Overview of what we're talking about today. My wife's a teacher. She made me put this in there. So here's my overview. All right. Top thing that you need to do as a small business owner is go get your Google My Business page. Get it verified, then download the app. You want to fill out everything 100%, the description, the services, the hours, the attributes, what you're doing for COVID, all of that stuff. Fill it out 100%. In the description, you have 750 characters. You want to max that out with good descriptive keywords about your business. Now, once you get your Google My Business page verified, you have the app, you want to go in there once a week. I like to pick Mondays. I go in there every Monday and I do a post weekly, obviously every Monday. And so the post can be a blog, a service, a product, any kind of news about your organization. Just be consistent. Also, while you're in there doing your post, you want to add pictures every week. A new picture can be of your office, of a product, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Just add a picture of your own onto Google My Business every week. And then also, you want to check your reviews. You want to make sure that you're in there every week to answer any reviews, both good and bad. Next, we're going to go into the next key phase of digital marketing, and that's website optimization. Just like whenever doing optimization, the first thing you always want to do is your keyword research. I like to use SEMrush, but that's a paid service. You can go into Google Adwords. There's some other free tools online. You would just kind of have to do your own research. and make sure that you get a good keyword list that people are actually searching in Google to find your business or service. Next thing you need to do is make sure your page is mobile friendly. Now, again, you can go on Google and just Google mobile friendly test and find out if your website is mobile friendly. That's extremely important now, since Google has started indexing or crawling pages on the mobile version only, putting desktop second to mobile, because everybody has an iPhone, not everybody has a desktop. ADA compliant. Is your website ADA compliant? This is a new one over the last couple of years. A lot of lawyers are going after small business right now, saying that their sites are not ADA compliant. If you have to ask if your site is ADA compliant or not, it's not. You need to get in contact with me or one of the other web designers and get your site ADA compliant. A lot of hungry lawyers out there looking for lawsuits on that. Now, the next thing, back to optimizing for search, would be page loading speed. If your site is slow, has a bunch of big videos and pictures on it, it's not going to rank as well as your competitors that have lightning fast sites. So that's another thing where you have a web developer come in and optimize your site for speed. Then we get into the kind of what I do a lot, and that's optimizing the site to come up for certain keywords. And so your title tags, that's how I tell right off the bat if your site's optimized or not. You should have your keyword in your title tag and your meta description. Also your alt text, which is a little more technical. That's a snippet of code that describes the picture to Google. So your keyword should be in your alt text. And then finally in your content. So the actual words on your website, you should have your keywords in there with H1 and H2 tags. So I know this is a kind of a lot to download, but we will give you some more time to ask questions at the end. Next, we're going to go into local citations. Those are all the local directories. Some of the biggest ones is Google My Business, Facebook, Yelp, Apple Maps, Bing. Those are all the local directories. Now, NAP, which is not laying down after lunch, it actually in the SEO world, it stands for name, address, and phone number. It's very important that your business name and address and phone number is exactly the same across the internet. And some of the software that I like to use, my favorite right now is Bright Local. Now this is paid, all of this is paid software, but basically you plug in your business name, address, phone number, and some pictures and a description of your business, and then they do all the work of putting it out in those local directories. Most of them have a range from 30 to 50 directories that they use, and that's a great way to kind of have you increase your traffic on your site, because you have all these local directories linking back to your website. Next, we're going to go into online reviews. So if you have a restaurant or a service business that handles a lot of customers, it's not too hard to get reviews. But if you are like I have a client called Allied Packing and Rubber. They sell rubber gaskets to like the Port of Long Beach. They're not going to get that many reviews. It's really tough to get reviews for them. But you need to set a goal with your team to say, I'm going to get 1 review a month, and stick to that goal, because online reviews are extremely important for your ranking factor. Places you should concentrate on getting reviews, Google is the top one. Facebook and Yelp. I know a lot of business owners don't like Yelp, but it's still a necessary evil. Putting keywords in the review will help you rank. So if your customers will actually talk about your service or product in the review, that will definitely go towards helping you rank better in Google. And then also, like I said in the Google My Business post, answering your reviews in a timely manner is really important. Google wants to know, and Yelp for that matter, knows that you're paying attention and you're trying to resolve or praise these reviews, that you're physically paying attention and giving the best user experience possible. Next, we're going to talk about social media. So when it comes to social media, my rule is video is top, then pictures, then text. So if you're doing some type of promotion or anything, always kind of think of video is a great way to go. You get a lot more interaction with your customers than you would with just plain text. When you're posting, you should post informative, entertaining, promos, giveaways. Don't just try to sell people something. It's social media. They're there for information and entertainment. They're not there looking to buy something all the time. You have to keep that in mind. Use hashtags. There's a bunch of apps and websites that will help you with this, but definitely use hashtags in your posts. Be consistent. That is the top tip I can tell you on social media. Get with a strategy and stick to that, a strategy and a schedule, and stick to it. The biggest thing with social media is being consistent. How often you post really depends on your platform and niche. If I was a restaurant, I'd probably be posting every day on Instagram and Facebook. But if I'm like a plumber, nobody wants to see a plumber's post every single day like they would a cheeseburger or sushi, right? So maybe once a week for a plumber. Next, we're going to talk about blogs. Now, I recommend a new blog post on your website and actually posting it on your site once a month at the very least. What this does is it kind of notifies Google that you're paying attention, you're updating your site, and you know, you're actively involved with your website, and that's a good signal. Blog topics should be target long tail keywords and secondary keywords. So for example, Signal Hill is like a little city inside of Long Beach. We're not going to necessarily optimize our site to come up in Signal Hill, but we would optimize a blog post to come up in Signal Hill. So you can, if you're a plumber again and you want to target Signal Hill, the best way would be in a blog post. Internal linking, that's where you post a blog and you link to, like, say, for the plumber example again, if you talked about sewers in that blog post, you would link to your service page about sewers. It's internal linking. It helps with Google crawling your site, and then it helps get people to go to more pages in your site, which are all ranking factors for SEO. And then of course, once you're done with your blog and it's on the website, you want to post it out to all your social media channels. A great place would be Google My Business. Next, we're going to talk about Google AdWords. Now, AdWords can generate leads a lot faster than organic SEO. Typically, when I take over a site for a customer, organic SEO takes anywhere from 6 months to a year, depending on the competition of their competitors. What I do is we'll do AdWords to start while we're building up the organic SEO to get them in there. Once we're established, say in Long Beach, for organically in SEO, then we can take AdWords and start reaching outside of Long Beach. Because if I have a business address in Long Beach, it's going to be really hard for me to rank in Irvine, or really hard for me to rank in LA if my business address is in Long Beach. And that's where Google AdWords really comes in. It kind of helps cast that net so that you can get clients, because so many of my customers don't just do business in Long Beach, they do business all over Southern California or nationwide. And so we run AdWords programs when you are selling nationwide in other places besides your local area. Using AdWords campaigns to sell high ticket items or services. So for example, the plumber, I have 3 plumbers, so it's a great, I always have plenty of examples for plumbers. But one of the things they use is they don't just run AdWords campaigns for a general plumber campaign. We're running campaigns on sewer repair, hydrojetting, stuff that really, you know, when they get a phone call, they're like, hey, honey, we're going to sushi tonight. I just booked a sewer job, you know, kind of thing. So that's why it makes more sense to kind of use AdWords, because you're paying for those leads. Why not use them for things that are going to make you a lot of money? So that's kind of strategically with AdWords how we do. Wow, I ran through that quick. I was a little nervous about how much time I had, and so I kind of went through it quick. So we definitely have some time for questions, but I'd like to give a special offer to all the chamber members here today. And even if you're not a chamber member, if you email me at krisgregson@gmail.com and request this, I will give you a free evaluation of your website and your Google My Business page on Zoom. And we will do a free live screen share, and I will go over everything that I see that what's wrong and what I recommend to do with your website and your Google My Business page. So this is a one-time offer. It's going away after this. And so I'm just feeling very generous today. So there it is. Just email me at krisgregson@gmail, and I can help you take a look at your site for you. For that, my speedy presentation, I will now take questions.
That's great, Kris. It looks like we do have one. Dana wants to know, what do you think about Clubhouse?
I don't have an opinion on what is Clubhouse. That's a rarity, but yeah. Explain Clubhouse to me. I'm going to have to Google that one. I usually don't get stumped on something.
Kris, I can't believe you of all people don't know what Clubhouse is. I thought for sure you'd have all the answers. So if you are an Apple product user right now, it's in beta. It's basically a new audio platform of clubs and rooms that you go in for anything and everything. I was in a room the other night with Lindsay Lohan and Perez Hilton. I mean, it's crazy. And it's kind of chaotic right now, but it's starting to solidify a little bit as people are joining. And the reason I joined is because I'm trying to get events to open back up and weddings to open back up in California. And it's a nationwide issue. So I'm in there with a bunch of people who are trying to do that in these rooms, and it's super effective communication, and it's pretty awesome. So
I'll have to check into it more. No, Dana, I haven't.
Text me and I'll get you an invite.
Okay, for sure. All right, any other questions for me?
It looks like Gwen wants to know, is there a fee to verify Google, and are the phone calls from Google to verify account spam or real?
Okay, so there is no fee to verify your account. Usually what they do is they'll send a postcard to your business and then you enter a code. But although recently I've seen them doing some more online stuff for verifications. Now the phone calls, once in a while, Google will call you. It's usually some guy from India. And so it totally sounds like a spam call, but they're trying to verify your account. But it's 50-50. Half the time it's another SEO company saying they are Google and they're trying to get your business. So you can tell right away when they start trying to charge you for something, if it's spam or not. Google is completely free, and anything that they do on here is free, unless you're paying obviously for AdWords. But for Google My Business, the whole program is free, I should say, for now. There has been some talk of some paid stuff that's going to go on in Google My Business, but that hasn't been rolled out yet.
Great. Looks like another question is, what is a good approach to determine what your budget should be if you're thinking of running an AdWords campaign?
I always like to start with $300. Just to feel out the campaign. So most of for my clients, we'll build out the campaigns, and we'll start out with $300 just to kind of feel it out. Each company, each business is completely different. And so they're depending on their niche and stuff. So for example, I have a DUI lawyer who can pay anywhere from $50 to $100 a click. And so that's a huge process. And then I have like a portable restroom service that pays $1 a click. So there's a huge range in what you can do, but it really depends on what industry you're in, what your competitors are doing. And then you just want to feel it out. And then after that first month, then I usually go back to my clients and say, okay, we're under budget or we're over budget, and this is what we can do going forward. Great.
Are there any more questions for Kris? Just want to give everyone a chance to ask their questions before we get into virtual introductions, I should say.
The best thing I want to add about AdWords is you can turn it on and off at a flip of a switch. So if you're having a slow week or anything, a lot of my clients call me up and say, hey, crank up the AdWords. And then we run it for a while and they say, oh my gosh, I'm so busy, turn them off. And so we turn them off. So it's very, you can inject new leads very easily with it.
Awesome. Well, fantastic. Well, then we are going to go around the virtual room, if you will, and do some introductions. So please keep your introduction or elevator pitch, I should say, to 30 seconds, just so we can make sure that everyone has a chance to speak. So I'm just going to start us right off. Judy, I'm throwing you to the hot seat. You want to do your elevator pitch?
Yeah. Judy Nelson with the Long Beach Chamber. I am responsible for the Small Business Council, the Women's Council, and the International Business Association. The Women's Business Council actually has an event tonight, so if you want any information, just let me know, or you can look at our website. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Judy. Gwen?
Okay. Gwen Butterfield, Butterfield Communications, doing public affairs, community and government relations consulting, representing my client Mitsubishi Cement Corporation, who has a cement import terminal at the Port of Long Beach and is a Corporate Circle Gold member of the Chamber.
Fantastic. Steve?
Hi, I'm Steve Soto from Optimum Seismic. We're a seismic retrofit company. We retrofit buildings for earthquakes. We've been around for 35 years. We're the oldest and largest company in California.
Fantastic. Amber?
Hi everyone, I'm Amber Matz with Wells Fargo Small Business Lending in Long Beach. I wanted to share some great SBA updates, which are that they have waived the SBA lending fee and they are going to be paying 3 months of payments on behalf of any new loans that close between now and September. So now would be a great time to get some working capital or purchase a new property. Thank you.
Awesome. Andrew?
Hi everyone, Andrew with ICANN, California Abilities Network. Our program helps adults with high-functioning disabilities who are looking for meaningful and gainful employment. So I'm kind of a specialized recruiter, always looking for new opportunities for our clients, whether that be maybe a retail or more specifically like admin office type environments. That's more of a challenge, especially with COVID. So great to see some familiar faces. Thank you.
Thank you. Pete?
Hey, good morning, Long Beach. Pete Marsh, owner of Vector Green Power and Materials. We do hashtag custom solar structures like the one behind me here. And Kris, thanks for a great presentation. We do more traditional regular rooftop and things as well, but we specialize in custom structures, partner with a structural engineering and materials company that works out really well. So solar is paying off really handsomely right now. This structure had a simple payback for the owner of just under 6 years for 25 years worth of pre-purchased power. And that's with a much more complex support structure than average.
Awesome. Thank you, Pete. Brad?
Thanks, Natalie. Great presentation, Kris. Thank you. My name is Brad Pollock, and I'm the director of the Long Beach Small Business Development Center, also affectionately known as the SBDC. And as I think most of you know, we are a great program that offers no-cost business advising to businesses that are getting started and to businesses that are growing across all kinds of disciplines, understanding your financials, operations, management. And in today's day and age, we're doing a lot of advising regarding all the disaster loan scenarios, PPP and EIDL and so on and so forth. So Small Business Development Center, here to help small businesses with all those scenarios.
Awesome. Thank you, Brad. Charlotte?
Charlotte Melch with the Kell Bowling Center. Excuse me. We are still closed, but we have optimistically giving us a date that hopefully April 1st will start to bring on a little bit of our leagues back, mostly our older seniors who have been vaccinated and who are in leagues that want to bowl. So we're looking toward more, like I said, right now we're looking more towards the older generation, and hopefully by June, maybe we can get some of you young folks in there to have some fun. So keep your fingers crossed.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Charlotte. Dan?
Hey, everybody. Hey, great job, Kris. Dan Lipton, Beach Cities Media. Most of you know me as the publisher of Travel Host Beach Cities Magazine, and we're printing a new issue for April, May, and June. We'll get that distributed. But what we're really focusing on right now are videos for our clients' video production, whether they're 30-second vignettes or something, a more extensive branding initiative. I'm sending you all this little link to see the video that we produced about us producing videos for you. If there's anything that we can do to help get the word out to travelers and locals alike, for whether it's email marketing or whatever, we're here to help. So thank you.
Great. Thank you, Dan. Neil?
Good afternoon. Thank you for the presentation. I really enjoyed it. I'm Neil Hirsch, the CEO of On the Mark Indoor Digital Advertising, and we are the largest indoor digital advertising company in Southern California. Our reach goes from LAX all the way down to San Diego. What we do is we establish proprietarily owned television networks with screens in businesses, and then we ask advertisers if they'd like to advertise on those screens, and they can pick the places they wish to advertise and the number of screens they'd like. It's very, very cost effective, and a lot of our clients really like the business.
Fantastic. Thank you, Neil. Eric?
Helped unmute. Eric Spire from 5 Elements Entertainment, and we're a local company, been in business for about 12 years. We're a digital, creative digital agency. So we create everything from websites and mobile apps. We spend a lot of time with customers who need to connect processes, like internal business processes that need to be connected and aren't. We work with local companies like Allen's Flowers and Thunder Studios, and major corporations like Fox Sports and EA Games and Mattel.
Fantastic. Thank you, Eric. Gina?
Hi, Gina Gillum with Pediatric Therapy Network. We are a nonprofit in Torrance and Long Beach that provides services for children with special needs, so early intervention, therapy services. And what we do really is we help kids that need that extra help to take their first steps, say their first words, and make friends and be successful in life.
Awesome. Thank you, Gina. Dan?
I got all excited the first time I heard Dan. I was like, oh, wait, no. I figured, let the OG Dan get in there first. So thank you for allowing me to be the first time on this call. My name is Dan Urser. I work with Neil here at On the Mark Digital Billboards. And as he so eloquently stated, we are a large screen outdoor, indoor broadcasting type of company. So when you're driving down the freeway on the 405 or the 605 and you see these big billboards that are $10,000 a month, we are quite the opposite. We have a targeted demographic that you don't have to go 80 miles an hour down the road to see. So we target our customers we help our customers by targeting their customers in a captive arena. Thanks for letting me share.
Awesome. Thank you. Pat?
Hi, good afternoon. Pat Casera with Keller Williams Realty, and I've been helping Long Beach homeowners buy and sell properties since 1982, and I know Kris from a long time ago, and I wanted to thank Kris for his offer to check out my website, so I'll definitely be in touch, Kris. Thanks. Good seeing you again.
Awesome. Amanda?
Hi, everyone. Amanda Donahue with the Long Beach Chamber. I am our special events manager and executive assistant to our president and CEO, Jeremy Harris. So if you ever have any questions regarding our upcoming events and programming, I'm the person to reach out to, and you'll hear from me shortly regarding all of our upcoming events.
Thank you, Amanda. Willis?
What's happening in Long Beach? This is Willis Allen. I work at Serve First Solutions, and we do all kinds of merchant processing. So think, retail, card swiped, mail order, telephone order, e-commerce. That's what we do. And we work with the major card brands to reduce the processing fees that your small business pays, basically. So we work with small to medium-sized businesses, and we provide them cost savings analyses. So basically, we take a look at what you're paying right now, take a look at what you could pay with a different solution for merchant services, and it's going well. I just got off the phone with a client this morning. We saved them 10 grand a year on their merchant services. So it adds up. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Dana?
Hey, everybody. Kris, every time I hear you speak, which is probably about 4 times now, I learned something new. So thank you. That was awesome. And congratulations, Judy. Dana Buchanan, Primal, Alchemy, Catering and Events. We are doing small events still every now and then. Can't wait till it opens back up. We are doing a lot of virtual events. So we just did 250 beautifully gourmet box dinners for a fundraiser. We delivered them all to Orange County and Long Beach, LA area. So that was fun and challenging, but we had a good time doing that. And of course, our holiday dinners are still happening. So we have St. Patty's Day coming up. The menus on our website and how to order. And we have Easter following up after that. Leslie, you never claimed your dinner that you won in January, so I'm bringing you a St. Patty's Day dinner. So don't let Dennis cook any corned beef. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Dana. Karen?
Hi, I'm Karen Desai, Artistic Director, Producer of International City Theater, Long Beach's resident professional theater company at the Performing Arts Center. We're getting ready now to cast the second show of our 36th season, Slow Food, a really fun comedy. And we're also back in doing virtual teaching for our 3rd grade program. Normally we do 5 main stage productions and 6 education programs to serve every age and demographic from 4 to 104. And Kris, I really appreciated your informative talk today. And thank you, Chamber, for all you do.
Thank you, Karen. Oscar?
Hey, good afternoon, Long Beach. My name is Oscar Velasco with LBS Financial Credit Union, local credit union serving the community for over 85 years now. If you have any questions about what's the difference between a credit union and like to hear more about us, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Marilyn?
Hi, everyone. Marilyn Singer, Membership Coordinator with the Long Beach Chamber of Commerce. If you're a chamber member and you have any questions on how to navigate your portal or how to utilize membership benefits, feel free to contact me. Thank you.
Thank you. Martha?
Thank you so much. Martha from Long Beach Medical Center, Miller Children's and Women's Hospital, Long Beach. We have 2 activities or 2 events that are coming up in March. One is the President's Partnership, and it's targeting employer groups. We'll be looking at, how our employers are navigating benefits with COVID. We have a panel. Laserfish is one of our panel members. We're excited about that. That event is March 19th from 9 to 11. And it is a Zoom event. And then March 31st, we're really excited. We're partnering with the Chamber on a COVID update, Long Beach update on COVID. We have Dr. Solomon, who's the Chief Medical Officer of Greater Newport Physician and Memorica Medical Group, who'll be discussing the variants, our vaccination efforts here, what they look like. So it'll be a good one. You're all invited.
Awesome. Thank you, Martha. Leslie?
Hello. First, thank you, Kris. I can't wait to get off this call and update my Google My Business. I didn't know you could do all those fun things. And so, but I appreciate that. I'm Leslie Smith, owner of McCormick LA Public Relations, and we have so many great tactical promotional resources in this group. I love it. What I like to do for small businesses and nonprofits is create comprehensive marketing plans. And I would love to put indoor digital and social media, all of these different resources into one of those plans for somebody or you yourself. If you don't want to spend money on me doing your plan, you can take the DIY route because I wrote a book. It is a 50-page marketing guide, super simple, super easy to follow. I'll put the link in there. It's only $4.99 to download it on Amazon. And then you have access to all sorts of free tools to help you plot your product, your price, your place, your promotion, and then expand from there. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Leslie. Jonathan?
Good afternoon, Long Beach. My name is Jonathan Bruckner, your Cutco Kitchen Connection. So prep your credit cards and spread the word now because I'm running a promotion the first 2 weeks of April because I know Uncle Sam's giving you money. My BNI chapter is having a Business Builders Day, April 1st. And if you are interested in attending, please let me know. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jonathan. And Parus? Sorry if I mispronounced that.
Right. Good afternoon, Long Beach. My name is Paris, and I'm the Development Associate at the Long Beach Ronald McDonald House. We're a nonprofit organization that provides a home away from home for families with critically ill children receiving treatment at our local area hospitals. So with the support of our community, we're able to provide families from all over the world hope, comfort, care, and joy by keeping families close to each other and the care they need. Our goal is to take care of all the external needs such as lodging, meals, transportation, and providing city resources so families can focus on what matters most, as the health and well-being of their child. This year, we'll be holding our 10th annual Walk for Kids. The walk will be virtual, and it's all about getting active for a cause, leading up to a virtual celebration on April 25th. So I encourage everyone to register, create a team, enroll others, start fundraising, and most importantly, help yourself by creating some fitness goals and challenges to achieve. An important number for our chapter is 563, as it's the distance between all the programs. So I'm running 56.3 miles by walk day on April 25th. So I look forward to seeing all of you getting active for a cause with your virtual walking shoes on. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, that's a lot of miles. Thank you very much. I think I got everyone. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining us, and thank you to Kris for that wonderful presentation. I will be sending out all of the information that Kris covered in the recap email. And now it is the time that we announce the winner of the Dinner for Four from Primal Alchemy. So drum roll, please. Charlotte, you are a winner. Thank you. I appreciate the spirited drum roll. So Charlotte, I will be sending you information on how to redeem that delicious meal from Primal Alchemy. Thank you again, Dana, for supporting us. And before I hand it off to Amanda to go over announcements, I do want to make one myself. Next Good Afternoon Long Beach will be on April 13th of this year from noon to 1, same time, same place. But it will look slightly different than other Good Afternoon Long Beaches have. As it will be our annual chamber member meeting. So joining us as our speaker for the event will be the CEO of Dignity Health St. Mary Medical Center and incoming board chair, Carolyn Caldwell. So make sure that you mark your calendars and that you join us and register for that. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Amanda, and she can follow up with any other announcements.
Great, thank you, Natalie. So just some upcoming chamber programming and events that will be happening. This Thursday, March 11th, we'll have our joint Thirsty Thursday networking event with the Culver City Chamber and the Greater San Fernando Chamber. I know a lot of you that attend this event tend to come to our Thirsty Thursday events too, because they're fun and we try and make it as interactive as possible. Thanks for the clap, Dana. We'll also have another one on Thursday, March 25th. We'll be having another joint Thirsty Thursday with the Long Beach LGBTQ Chamber. This will be our first time doing it with them, so we're hoping we can get a new crowd of people. We'll also be having an informative webinar with Memorial Care, as Martha mentioned. On Wednesday, March 31st, that'll provide us with an update on Long Beach with COVID-19 and the vaccine. I highly recommend you all to join this presentation since it'll be given by the Newport Area Memorial Care's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Adam Solomon, and this will also include a Q&A portion at the end of the program. So if you guys do have any questions regarding the vaccine and what's going on in Long Beach, this would be a great thing for you to attend. Lastly, we'll have a save the date for our upcoming Small Business Recovery and Resiliency series that will take place the first 3 Thursdays of April. Speakers and times will be provided upon availability. But the first week will be the Long Beach Economic Development Director, John Keisler, and our Small Business Committee President, John Howard, will start that series off. So we hope you can join us for all 3 of those because it should be very informative. And again, to join our networking event. So hope to see you all at one or all of the events. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amanda. And thank you all for joining us. That